good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. And if you haven't already, go check out yesterday's video for the channel plans of 2021. Didn't get a lot of views, didn't expect it to, guys. I haven't been consistently uploading, so my videos aren't gonna get a lot of views. I basically hitting the reset button. But go check out that video because it's gonna explain why I'm talking about what I'm talking about today. And that is this. I haven't did a Madden video, guys, in about 2 years, but this is more about EA Sports and their business model. Because, you know, part of the reason that I stopped doing Madden videos, guys, was because, not so much because of the game. I didn't really mind the game because I understand it's a video game. You know what I'm saying? And that there's no other competition. EA Sports has a monopoly on the industry as far as football games. And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, I'm not going to say nothing. The only thing you can do about it is stop buying the game and make it clear as to why you're not buying the game. The only issue with that is that there's not enough people to not buy the game because the game needs to be better. There's not enough people in that category. There's more people who want the game who don't care about that kind of stuff. And this is a perfect example. So Madden tomorrow apparently is going to have something to do with Spongebob. And I think that what I believe, and you can see my comment down here explaining about that. I think that what they're going to do is inside of Madden, you know, we have the custom characters and you can go to the yard and all that kind of stuff. I think they're going to have some drip that's going to come in the game that's going to be Spongebob themed. Now, guys, I like Spongebob. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I got a little SpongeBob mask. Probably gonna be wearing that Joker today. You know, I grew up on SpongeBob. 33-year-old man still likes SpongeBob. Whatever, man. I like cartoons. I like anime, whatever. Here's the thing that people have to understand. We are in a place in the gaming industry where a lot of the younger kids are playing Madden. You have a lot of kids, even in elementary, that are playing Madden. You have some kids in middle school that are playing Madden. It's gotten to the point where EA Sports, they're not going to do something like this if they don't know that this will appease to a particular demographic of people, okay? They may even charge for this. I wouldn't be surprised if you have to pay for the SpongeBob items, microtransactions. They are not going to put this out unless they have a strong feeling that it's going to bring them sales. And guess what? It will. Why? Number one, this is something that is trademark. SpongeBob is a trademark thing. So this is a partnership. You see what I'm saying? They're bringing this stuff out. They're going to have to pay for it. It's costing them money to do this. So they're not going to do something like this unless they know they can make money on the back end. There are a lot of young kids and even teenagers and adults who will pay to have SpongeBob drip on their Madden characters, on their special characters for the yard and stuff like that. That is a fact, guys. Last year they did the stuff with Quavo and them and the superstar mode and all that kind of stuff or whatever they called it. This is only the beginning, and this is what I said in my tweet back. There are people like SpongeBob that like SpongeBob. It's a marketing thing, guys, to appease to the younger and even older players who want items in the game that are SpongeBob themed. This is just the start. This is truth, bro. This is just the start. It starts with SpongeBob. And then if SpongeBob does well, then they're going to bring in other stuff. Don't be surprised if eventually, which I don't think they'll get to the point where you see Gucci and Prada or stuff like that in the game. But don't be surprised when you start seeing other things like this in Madden for your custom created character in the yard. This is just the start. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Do I like it? You know, I feel like, you know, there should be more things added to franchise mode. I was actually impressed, and I am going to do a video about Face of the Franchise because I've been playing on the PlayStation 5. And when I played it when Madden first came out, guys, you literally got to college. After you were drafted, you went straight into the NFL. There wasn't like a storyline. And I don't know, I guess because I haven't been paying attention to Madden updates and things like that. But I didn't know. I don't know when they changed it. I'll have to look it up and cover that in that video. But they changed it to where Face of the Franchise is a full story mode. And it's pretty lengthy. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty lengthy. And I'm not going to lie. I like it. I like the direction they're going with that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to cover that in a different video. But that is something that is coming up. But when I play NBA 2K1 and I go to franchise mode as the general manager, it is so much depth to that. You're hiring coaches and trainers and scouts. You're interviewing people. You're interviewing players before you sign them. And you have a skill tree upgrade for your general manager. It is dope, and it is so much depth to that. Madden still hasn't got there yet. Not at all. Gameplay aside, I mean, it's a video game. It's not going to play to real life. It's going to be interesting what they do in like next year's game with the power of the PS5 and Xbox Series X and stuff like that. But there's more depth that needs to be added to the game, and I see them doing it in Face of the Franchise. And we want that to be done in franchise mode too. But guys, you have to understand, we're not the only ones playing Madden. And I know we feel that we've been left out, and honestly, we have. But at the end of the day, and it's the same thing that I tell to the Kakarot community, these companies are in this for money. And they're going to do whatever they feel they need to do in order to increase sales. They're going to do that. Madden with the yard and stuff like that is big money. And that's honestly, guys, they're not thinking about franchise, because the majority of players on Madden aren't playing franchise mode. They're playing the yard. That's what's hot right now. That's why 2K is killing it. Because people are doing that kind of stuff. They doing the my court or my player and stuff like that. Yeah, they may dibble and dabble in franchise mode, but franchise mode is generally for strategists and stuff like that. People like myself who like things like that, building a franchise, the drafting, the recruiting. This younger generation don't care about stuff like that. And you have an older generation like us who are still gaming but are working more, and so we don't game as much. You have a younger generation coming in who don't care about those kinds of things, and they're gaming more, they're buying more. You see what I'm saying? So it's you just have to see that the way that things are going as of right now, it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change, because guys are still, they're not concerned with draft picks and salary caps. I don't know, fifth grader who plays Madden understand those things. They don't understand contracts and things like that. And guess what? When we were younger, we didn't, well, I'm not going to say we didn't, because that's all we had was franchise mode. We understood it. But this younger generation, they don't understand stuff like that. They're not concerned with stuff like that. They're not detailed into the game enough to see when, oh, I'm throwing a screen and this lineman runs clearly past somebody he should have picked up. You know what I'm saying? They're not paying attention to those kinds of things. Why? Because they have the yard. And now they're going to have Spongebob things in the game and things like that. And like I said, it's just the start with Spongebob. I'm pretty sure more is going to come. You see what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. It's not going anywhere. It's not. I want NCAA back. I want NCAA 14 remastered. I want a new college football game. And I am going to be starting a series covering college football. Because, guys, if you look at it in Madden, dude, it is so freaking exciting just to see those teams playing and stuff, and Face of the Franchise, you playing those collegiate games and stuff. And you look at 2K, and in 2K, you can play a full 4 years of college. Now, granted, I think you only play like 10 games, and you play like the tournament, or whatever, for the most part, but there's still, you could do that, if I'm not mistaken, up to 4 years before you ever even go to the pros. And we don't have that in Madden. They may have that next year. I don't see why they wouldn't, because they're not only increasing teams, but they're increasing the number of games that you play as well. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see. But guys, this is, I don't know, it's bad news to some people. You go to the comment section, a lot of people feel like they've been left out and stuff like that. But, I mean, it is what it is, It's not going to change. Just don't buy the game. But with it being the only football game out, a lot of people just feel like they're in a situation where, they're just kind of feeling forced to buy it or whatever. But, guys, it's not going to change. So either get with it or just don't play the game no more. I don't know what to tell you. I'm with you. I understand it. I want more depth to these football games as well. You know, the fact that, you know, my biggest thing too was like the halftime show. The fact that they can't even do a legitimate halftime show and they give some bullcrap excuse to where, oh, if we did it, the reason 2K5 did it because it was the same animations over and over. And we don't want to do that. If we do it, we want to give you something authentic. And it's like, bro, we don't care if it's the same animations. You can literally use the same system that records the replays and replay them at the end of the game. You know, they show the big plays at the end of the game. They have a system where you can go into the replays and look. Used to, I know in PS3 games, you know, even with NCAA, you can go back and look at the highlight plays. You can save those plays. You mean to tell me in 2020, 2021 with next gen, you don't have a system in place that can recognize those highlight plays and replay them during halftime and stuff like that? Come on, dude. Surely you can. They did it in NCAA 14. At the halftime show, they would go back and show some of the key plays that happened in the game. You mean to tell me you can't do that now? I find that hard to believe. But I'm not going to rant on that. I'm saving all that for another video, guys. But just know that I have been paying attention to the stuff. You know, I haven't been paying attention as far as what Madden has been putting in the game, even though I've been playing it a little bit, you know, but I have been paying attention to what's been going on, guys. And we will discuss those things as well as other things in the gaming community and stuff like that. So if you haven't already, guys, go subscribe to the channel, man. And like I said, check out this video to kind of get a gist of what I plan on doing going forward this year. I have some announcements on that coming later today. Guys, that's all I got for right now. Till next time, peace.